No, hang on. Shearers are still on board. I like that. You see, they come out straight away. Start again. Timekeeper's right. Judges, competitors, go. Well, Gerald, this is where a lot of the competition started back in the YFC in the day. Right here in Masterton is a great example. So it's good to see a couple of teams still having a bit of a bash at this job. And some good young shearers have come through the young farmers over the periods. We've got Aaron Haynes here on the front stand and Simon Goss for the Manawatu team. These two young fellas have got a great hand and they've shone in their own right throughout the last couple of days and made a good fist of it as well. So, but they've got 3 long wool sheep each to shear, Gerald, and they've got to work as a team with their wool handlers.
Yeah, thanks, John. Yeah, very much so they do. It is a team thing. It's not about just going out and doing a big hustle bustle and wooling your team in. They won't be full-time wool handlers and the likes. So we're just got to work as a team, have all the dynamics right. It's not all about the I here. There is no I in the word team. Okay, so you've got to work together. That's how it goes. Very much like a shearing industry and a shearing shed. It's a team effort there too. When you all go home totally satisfied after a hard day's graft as a team, and you've nailed a heap of sheep and made a very good, clean job.
Just excuse me there. Just a clarification there. Both shearers must push the red button simultaneously. So both shearers must press the button simultaneously.
Rightio, that will stop the clocks for the team once the wool handlers are complete. Now the first fleeces are just starting to arrive, and this team from Manawatu are going to just keep the pace on. They're just slowing one down and speeding the other up, of course, just to keep the table free. Here we go, throw number 1. That's good. This is not a heat or a semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. This is a straight final. Okay, that's how it's rolling here, and I'll explain that in a wee minute when we get these tables going. All right, bit of a roll here. Manawatu team. Nice tight roll. Get it nice and tight there. And she does. Into the bag, she's happy with that. Look at this for teamwork. Fleece 1 comes off. The Canterbury team down there, the South Island team. Into the side of the belly wool, or the fleece wool, more to the point there, up to the top of the head. They go, clean, clean, clean. The table's free down here on the first stand again. Throw fleece number 2, which arrives at the right time. Little bit of planning goes into this, John. A lot of planning goes into it. Yes, look at they've swapped around now.
It certainly is. That fleece down on table number 3 is a little bit loose, but they've regathered the composure, and it wasn't too much over the side, but it didn't quite hold together in the middle. They've still got a fleece now back up on the board. The shearers waited for them. Just a few blows between the shearers as we work as a team. That's a much better fleece for them down there on table number 3. All hung up. Of course, they're looking for that A4 size paper that drops over the side, and that's pretty handy there. Oh, another one off the board here. Looking pretty sharp up here in the front stand. They're on their second sheep, and I think they're slightly ahead here on the front.
The Wairarapa team. Come on, I'm a South Islander as well. Let's give her some stick down on the bottom end. Keep a little bit of pressure on these wool handlers you've got there. You've spent a bit of time together in the shed. Let's give her a bit of a stick down there. Let's get that table clear. Get ready for another one. The fastest shearer up there, man. The lead shearer is just hitting the long blow now, and the other one's hitting the undermine. So a good gap. But hey, look, if you're listening there from mid-Canterbury, down in stands 4 or 5 and 6. Listen up, another fleece is arriving down here from the Manawatu team. It's about to hit the table, folks. That's the idea. I'm pleased you're listening to these speakers. Let's get the hammer down on the South Island. Oh, a little beautiful little throw here from Manawatu. Round the edges, they've both got a side each, John. Up to the head wall.
It works, isn't it? Look at him go. That's quite a smaller sort of fleece, that one, and it was so easy, just sat up on the table nicely. Of course, those points up on the board there above the shearers is only the shearers' board points. There's no pen points being put in, no wool handling points. They'll be added up. Because this is the final, we keep those little things hidden. This one's not quite so well, the neck didn't quite go out as nicely as it should on this one. But table number 4, got a good spread down there, easy to see the oddments coming out. just maybe 1 or 1.5 on the far side of it. I can see that they'll take off as they go around now and skirting that neck wool and all the frib wool from under the bellies. And shearers are going well. The belly coming off on the third and final sheep. Still the third sheep in the pen down on stand number 6, but they're working as a team. Don't panic. Let's get it done.
Let's get the job done, all right.
It's all about precision, isn't it, Gerald?
Very much so. Naira happy with that. Has a bit of a look around. What should I do now? Oh, I'll go for the broom, eh? Let's get the broom. Oh, look at that. They're skidding up here on the mid-Canterbury team. Wairarapa just come flying in there thinking, whoopsie pie, that's that crutch wool. That must come out at all cost. And it could be a safe, health and safety issue really, is coming out at such speed. Goes flying along to the next shearer. Meanwhile, the other wool handler, mid-Canterbury, onto the fleece wool. Round the edges she goes. Happy with the basket there. It used to be a very, very, very strong competition, this. But lots of changes in land use and the farming system as a whole in New Zealand with capital farming.
Really,
and
what you're trying to
farming.
tell me, that's just a whole lot of gumbooters like yourself that have taken over.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you an idea of a broad spectrum sort of holeless bowler's picture here. There's no I in my life either. I'm a bit of a team player. By jolly, I am down towards the, but I'm going to support the South Island in this competition though. Come on, South Island. Let's give it a bit of a stick. Oh, a beautiful fleece arrives down here in Manawatu though. Shearer number 1's been gone and done. On to the round the corners. They go both on one side each. Who's looking at the shearer behind them? Neither of them, they're quite comfortable with that. Back goes Naira. She's going to get that fleece. The roll by the wool handler on stand 1. Another one arrives with a bit of a hangover there. Hangover okay. There might be a few people with that as well this morning. But that's okay. You can do that at the Golden Shears. It's time off. Let your hair down a little bit if you haven't managed to make it all the way through. But making it through at this stage is looking good for Manawatu on the front stand here, John.
Yeah, well, I just look at the second to last fleece that was thrown. That was probably just about a perfect score, if there is such a thing in the judge's eye. And this one didn't quite hold together. A little bit loose, but and a little bit discoloured perhaps. They just need to keep working and think about how much they're going to take out. Down there on table number 3, rolling up, going on. Still the last fleece to come off the sheep. Back up for the clean-up here on the front stands. Down the bottom, they're half done in the clean-up. Just remember, you guys, get ready to push your button, you shearers. Don't stand around talking to the judges. Your wool handlers now are getting ready to indicate to you that you need to push the button. So shearers, get close to your button, because when they raise their hand, you need to simultaneously push that red stopper.
Go, 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 go. Any South Islanders in the house? Yes. Go mid-Canterbury. Give us some stick down there. Manawatu on the shakedown. They've been watching the wool handling before now. Shake, shake, shake.
Get your shearers out of the pen. Get your shearers out of the pen, South Island.
Come on, South Island shearers, get ready to push that button. A couple of seconds could be very valuable. Cash and sash time for you folk. And the Manawatu team are starting to look around. Are the wool handlers happy? They give the shearers indication. Simultaneous stop of the clocks.
Ooh, Manawatu first off. Not too far behind as Wairarapa down there, I reckon. You didn't drive them hard enough,
look how clean that is. You could eat the lunch off that down on the South Island stand down there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Down they go, shake, shake, shake. Bigger bits out of there. Wairarapa, shearers ready, hand at the breed buttons. It's not all over to the fat lady sings. It's an 80-minute game. Here we go, they're going to get the indication. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes.
Yes. We've had the stop. Of course, you'll see those yellow figures coming up there on the big TV screens. That is only an indication of how the shearers went, not how the whole competition has gone together.
Well done, YFC teams. That's a great event, ladies and gentlemen. Our next event on the card is Shearing New Zealand's North Island Wool Handling Circuit Final. So there'll be some fireworks in this. This is a final with some of the best wool handlers in the country, if not in the world. And table 1 will be Cherie Alabaster, Ronnie Goss on 2, Emarena Braddock on table 3, Kieran Herbert competing on table 4. Shearing New Zealand's North Island Wool Handling Circuit Final. 3 long wool sheep and 3 second shear fleeces.